We appreciate you being here at the Voice of College Football for our Texas football coverage. And we look at the betting line with the Longhorns, the toast of the college football world, coming off that win over the defending national champions in resounding fashion. And we got Steve Merrill, of course, here from wagertalk.com. Texas, a big 35.5-point favorite as they go down in class, taking on Texas San Antonio. Steve, your thoughts on this one?
Well, it's appropriate that you said toast because this is a sandwich game, and every sandwich is better when it's toasted. Although I'm so busy this time of year with college and pro football and baseball that I don't really have time to toast much bread. But the reason I bring that up is because on the surface, this does not look like a very focused spot for Texas. We call these sandwich spots in college football, especially a letdown spot after a big game coming off that game against Michigan. But Texas was in a similar spot last year. They beat Alabama on the road as a 7-point dog in game 2, and they did come back a little flat. In fact, they beat Wyoming. I believe it was 31-10, but they only scored 31 points as over a 4-touchdown favorite. I don't think this situation's the same, though, Mark, for a couple reasons. First of all, this is a really good Longhorns team. I believe they remain focused here. And Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners, beep, beep, one of my favorite nicknames in sports, has been pretty good the last several seasons, but I think they were maybe a little overrated this year, and we saw the writing on the wall last week. In fact, we maybe saw it in week 1. Kennesaw State, they were a 24-point favorite. They only won 28-16, and last week showing at Texas State, not good at all. 2.5-point underdog. They lost by 39 points, 49-10. Now, the line has moved in this game, and we've lost a lot of value. In fact, earlier this week, before I even had my database simulation, I wanted to do a video on this game because I didn't think it was necessarily a letdown spot like everybody thought. I've run my database simulation, and now it's 41.5. So there is still line value with Texas at 35.5. The reason I say still line value is because this line opened around 34 in most spots. In fact, if you check the Wager Talk live odds screen, you can click on each sports book. You can also click a tab that shows the opener at every book. And it's very interesting because Texas opened as a 30-point favorite at the Circa in Las Vegas. DraftKings opened at 33-34, and within about a minute, the Circa went to 33. And then earlier this week, the Circa went to 36 when everybody else was at 35, 35.5. So they took a hit early. The sharp money was on Texas, and I still think there's some value with the Longhorns.
Steve's work at wagertalk.com involves not just college football, but of course, the NFL and Major League Baseball playoffs are coming soon. And of course, the Under the Radar exclusive right here at the Voice of College Football is 2-0 this season, 23-5 against the spread is Steve on the selection that he gives us right here at the Voice of College Football. And you can learn more about that right now. College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly Under the Radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last 2 seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.